Hi, fellow insiders. How are you guys today? Today I have a very special guest. But before we go there, let's talk about what today is about. Today is how an ordinary woman with extraordinary commitment made it in the tough male-dominated world of hotel branding and management. And she can teach you a thing or two what your hotel branding and management company is reluctant to tell you. All right, let me introduce our special guest today. I met this wonderful lady at a training of Certified International Property Specialist, or CIPS, in November last year. Her full name is Khanitha Jarukirati. Lovingly known as Kunpuk, she is the Managing Director of Kirati Properties based off Phuket. It's a real estate agency that specializes in investment, especially in Phuket market. She founded Kirati Properties back in 2012. She has brought with her the wealth of over 9 years experience in real estate agency in Phuket from her previous work in the international real estate consultancy firm CBRE. In CBRE, she played a leading role in resort and investment acquisitions and commercial leasing in Phuket and Phang. She also represented CBRE Hotels to bring international hotel acquisition deals for major Thai investors. She's also an experienced consultant in sourcing branded hotel operators and negotiating hotel management contracts. She headed the agency business of CBRE Phuket in 2004, focusing on project residential sales, management, and ad hoc residential sales. She also set up the villa rental portal, myasianvilla.com, in 2005 and started the investment sales team for Phuket office in 2006. Some of her accomplishments, she's accredited for CBRE Asia Circle of Excellence in 2007 in the investment sector. While at CBRE, she closed the deal between Ashley Company, a developer for a 108-room hotel and Centara, to operate the hotel and manages it under the brand Centra. It is now called Centra Ashley Hotel in Patong. Another ball off the park deal that she did in Patong, Phuket, while still an associate director of investment and resort land at CB Richard Ellis in Phuket, is landing 2 Starwood branded hotels, one Aloft and one 4 Points, for the developer Fisherman Harbour Company Limited. These are some of her accomplishments, alright? But I also want to share what I found on her personal Facebook page that clearly reflects who she is about taking personal responsibility. It's a quote by Jim Rohn, the world-renowned trainer. It goes, "Let others lead small lives, but not you. Let others argue over small things, but not you. Let others cry over small hurts, but not you. Let others leave their future in someone else's hand, but not you." If there's a live audience here, I would say, let us put our hands together and welcome Kunpuk. Nonetheless, here she is. So, Kunpuk, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
First of all, thanks a lot, Kunrasha, about a long introduction, and it seems that you know me very, very well, and especially the quote from Jim Rohn. Yeah, it is what the life I am living for at the moment. Yeah. Now I'm the managing director of Kirati Properties. And now my focus is not only on land and investment, but we also focus on condominium in Sukhumvit area. And my office just moved to Sukhumvit 18. So if the clients who are in Bangkok would like to meet with me, so you can meet in Bangkok, doesn't need to wait to go to Phuket to meet with me.
All right. So you open a branch in Bangkok in Sukhumvit 18, right? And
yes.
You also branch out to look after condominiums, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's the new venture, and we have been successfully selling condos since the beginning of this year.
All right. Tell us a little bit about your core business, about hotel branding and management. So what do? You find a hotel. You find hotel brands to look after hotels for the developer?
So in the past, I have represented the owner of the hotel to look for the brand, the suitable hotel chain for the hotels that they would like to build. And normally we started from the raw land. So my client normally will have the good piece of land and has a desire to build a hotel. So first of all, we normally suggest them to do the research. So to commission the company specialized in hotel to do the feasibility studies and research for the for that suitable piece of land. So then after they know what they would like to target, what level of hotel they would like to do, like first 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, or 5-star luxury, and then they will come and hire me to look for the brand, the suitable brand for them. So for my duty for doing to do the sourcing for the hotel brand is contacting many brands, that as many as possible, to get the discussion with the owner and then before that we already section out what level of the hotel we would like to get. So I just go search for the brand for them and then find many quotation, as many as possible, and then we do the conclusion that this is the brand that we would like to work for. So normally we will have like 2 brands in line, and we will keep like talking with the 2 brands and then finally we will choose only 1 brand and sign the contract with them. So that's the rough process that we go through. So for my work, I start from just inviting the brand to inspect the land and talk with them about the possibility, listen to their presentation, and then we just go step by step from the beginning to the end.
All right. So now, for example, so you were saying that first the owner has a piece of land, right? And then they employ a research company to look into the level of stars, or like taking into factor the location and what type of target mixes or target segments or the customers are there, and then they come out with the choice of which level of hotel, or like is it boutique or resort to bring into that place, correct?
What would be the most profitable for the owner?
Okay, great. Now, if I can you take me back into time, like say example with the Fisherman Harbor, right? How you went through these processes, like step by step. So first, you met with the Fisherman Harbor, correct? And then do you want to do the example on Aloft, or do you want to do the example using the 4 points?
Actually, both of them are doing the same. I mean, we are going at we are doing both brand at the same time.
Yeah. So let's pick Aloft. I like the sexiness of Aloft.
I like the sexiness of Aloft. Yes.
Right. So they have the piece of land in where was Aloft created, on Patong or in which beach?
Yes, they are both Aloft and 4 Points are in Patong. The 4 Points are behind Jangsilon, so the location is a little bit better than Aloft. But Aloft, as you said, is that there is a sexiness in the brand, so we go a little bit off, but it's about 200 meters from the Patong beach, but just inside the project. So a little bit more difficult to find than 4 Points. So I will use the example of the Aloft. So first of all, I myself went to Singapore to talk to start a conversation with Star Woods, and we brought the presentation of the land and then the potential of the site, and we showed them the research that we did, that how many people in the tourist area, and what Patong is like, what Patong market is like at the moment in 2007. So they are interested, so they came to inspect the site to see the possibility. So
what's the land? The land is what, rectangular, square? How does it look?
It's a rectangular.
And how many kirai? How many rice?
Rice. Because it's part of the big project. The whole project is a 78 rice. But for Aloft
Wow.
itself, the land size was about like four right altogether.
So the whole complex is 78, right?
Yes,
And Aloft is a part of a bigger complex, and
yes, correct.
Aloft itself is 4 right or around 1.5 acre, right?
Yes, almost 2 acres.
So what's this complex? What are they building on it?
So they will have in the whole complex there will be a few more hotels. Like one of them is like Centara. The other they haven't discussed about that, and there is a Impact conference center.
Oh, so Impact is opening over there. So it's also catering to
Yeah,
the
it's part of the whole complex. So
okay.
I also commission Impact to be in Phuket as well, to be in Patong, Phuket.
So they are creating a conference market also there, and
Yes,
these are the hotels that supports the people who comes
the
for the conference.
conference.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So now, after you talk to Starwood, bring them to the site and say we are wanting to build a loft on this 4 rai of piece of land, right?
Yes,
Uh,
correct.
after that, what happened?
So after once they come and they did the assessment, so the team came about a few times before they made decision of if the site is suitable for a loft. So actually, we had two sites for them. So they determined that which one is a loft and which one is 4 points. So they chose the 4 points to be behind the Jangsilon because 4 point is geared toward more of the family, and
Yeah.
a loft is more single and people who would like to have fun, and then they can like walk or to be in the a little bit secluded area, but the Aloft itself is like functional, modern, and complete complete with the technologies in the hotel. So they chose Aloft to be part of the conference complex.
Is
And
there a like a rooftop bar in the loft as they have in Bangkok also? Do they have a rooftop bar there?
definitely, yes, that part of it. That's part of the design.
Yeah, yeah, that's what Aloft is, I think, famous for, right? And
Yes. So
um,
after they come and they made the assessment. So they sent us the proposal. So and then we started the negotiation on the commercial term. After the commercial term finished, they did the due diligence on the owner side. If the owner has a good financial background, and then if they are not if the owner is not criminal, so they quite specific. Yeah, they did a specific due diligence, and
yeah,
I was there to support the information for them. And in the meantime, we negotiated the contract. It took us about like 4 or 5 months to complete the signing.
okay. Let us let's go back before you selected Aloft to do that, right? So
Yes,
I think you went after like a couple of brands before you say that okay, let's go with Starwood Aloft here, right?
yes,
Oh,
yeah.
you may have gone with Holiday Inn Express or other brand with the
Yeah,
similar.
we talked with like a few brands like Novotel, Accor,
Yeah.
Amari,
Hmm.
and Holiday Inn, and which is a Holiday Inn Express, and then a few other brands. But we selected the brand that is well known. So we were thinking about the Holiday Inn Express and Starwood in the end.
Okay, so
So
the criteria that you were selecting from was the weight of the brand presence on the complex on the property, right?
yes,
And
because first of all, we need to look at how long the brand has been in Thailand, because it will affect the marketing effort.
so it doesn't matter how good the brand is already abroad, but its brand presence itself to the Thai market, you're looking from that criteria, correct?
As well, yeah, that is a part of the criteria because we don't want to start the new brand that maybe we are the first hotel in Thailand. So we have to, otherwise we have to invest a lot in the marketing cost.
Okay, great. So now, what was the brand weight or brand presence already in Thailand? What were the criterias that you were selecting from other criterias?
Yeah, we selected from the first the reputation, and if they have the presence in Thailand, the experience in Asia and in Thailand, how wide their market segmentation, and then how widespread they are. So since we will hire, we have to pay for the hotel chain management, and mostly the small one or the big one, the big firm or the small firm, they charge almost similar in terms of the percentage of management. So why don't we just select the best?
May I know how much they charge if it's not confidential?
In general, I give you the range. In general, there will be like two tier. First is the management. They will charge like from 2 to 5%. So you need to negotiate. And then the other one is on the performance. So by GOP. So GOP normally is like 10 to 15%. So but everything needs to be negotiated.
2 to 5% of the total sales of the year, right?
Yeah, like. Suppose from the income, 2 to 5% is from the income.
It's not from the net profit.
Not from the net profit.
Okay.
And then 10 to 15% is from the net profit.
Okay. 2 to 5% is from the income. And so if you have a good consultant or negotiator like you, negotiating, it comes down to around 2%, right?
Yeah. So I would say that I will negotiate the best term for them. I would not say how much here because it's quite confidential for the brand itself.
All right,
and each brand has a different category. So some have the tier, some don't.
So then they also divide it into tiers or levels. Okay, if I reach say 100 million baht a year, then you give me 2%. If I reach 200 million, you give me 3%, something like that.
Some brands, yeah, some brands.
Okay, and then you said the second thing they take is GOP. I don't understand what GOP is.
Yeah, the percentage of GOP is a gross operating profit. Yes.
Gross operating profit. So then
after not the net profit.
So that actually the intention of taking from gross operating profit is so that they also control the cost, right? Am I correct?
Yes. So we call it incentive.
Okay.
So in that, normally we will negotiate with them at like how good they do. So if they meet at a certain level, the incentive will increase. But if it's just normal, the incentive will be low. So you will have to negotiate tier by tier as well.
And that is so that they can control. They have they are incentivized to control the cost of running the hotel, operating the hotel, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now, if you take these two amounts together, and is there any basic running fee, or these are just the two amounts?
And others are like marketing costs, which you will have to pay in every company, and then mostly the marketing costs are not like negotiable.
So it's a royalty, like a royalty for using the brand.
Normally, the royalty to use the brand is already included in the
2 to 5%.
Yeah, 2 to 5%. Yes.
Okay, so then there are three segments of income for the hotel management company, right? One is the 2 to 5%. Second is the
GOP.
On the GOP, so that they control costs.
Yeah.
And then the third is the marketing.
Others is not really the income for them. It's more of the marketing cost, the centralized marketing cost that we still have to pay.
Okay. Now all three together, right?
Yes.
How much does it fall like as an average on sale? Say around 10% of sale or what?
No, it should be less than that, about 5 to 7%.
5 to 7% of sales?
Yeah, on average, yeah.
So you're saying that if I take a brand and use it, and if I have a good location, then I'm spending 7% of my marketing dollars on getting recognition and getting customers in.
Yes.
That's not
So
bad, huh?
it
Because
is
like,
the management process. So they will take care of the whole hotel for you,
yeah,
but you
and
have to pay everything on the cost.
now if you look at the operating cost, do they have any profit from the operation expense that you're paying monthly also, or they don't have anything from there?
We pay, normally we will pay the operating at cost, and then what they will, now just like two key people that come from the hotel management, come from the brand is the GM and yeah, and the financial controller.
All right, and that's like the normal market rate.
Yes, normal market rate.
Okay, so this is a very a win-win situation set up, I think.
Yes,
Okay, now I understand how it works in that sense. So then let's go back to the property in Phuket again. So
yes.
then finally you decided on two options, either Holiday Inn Express or Aloft, right?
Yes.
Okay, why did you choose Aloft over Holiday Inn Express?
Actually, we were thinking about having the Holiday Inn Express too, but on the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but because we choose Aloft first because they're more aggressive in terms of like getting the present into Phuket. So they are more basically at that time they're more aggressive.
Flexible
Yeah,
to negotiate with.
not about the flexibility, but they're more active. And Holiday Inn Express because they are quite busy in Bangkok and in Phuket, so it needs time for them to travel to Phuket
So you see,
to access
from representing the owner, you see that Aloft would give you more attention,
the
right?
ambassador basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Got that. Now,
And we have land for 5 properties.
okay.
So we were thinking about having the Holiday Inn Express in one of the property, but not in that location because Aloft came first, so we gave them the primer location.
All right. Now, if I don't set up the processes like the way you set it up,
Mm-hmm.
like first use the marketing company to do the research to find out the target segment, and
Yes.
then do a criteria research for which brand to set up, right?
Yes.
If I don't do it that way, what's the impact on my maybe net present value or IRR or like income, or like what do you think is the impact?
Yeah, suppose that like in Patong, you need to know what make money, right? And if you do like 5 star hotel in Patong, you will run like over cost, and then the return on the you would not get the ARR that you want because the market is not geared for the luxury market.
I see.
Yeah.
So you're just wasting dollars or money for no reason. Like you can generate more money with a different strategic position.
Yes. So
Okay.
like because the end of the day, your hotel value depends on the income or the profit that you make per room. I think that the most of the hotel owners will think that finally, if they trade the hotel, the end of the day, how much they will get. And mostly Thai people, they will trade the hotel based on asset. But in the international market, they trade the hotel based on the value per key. So how much you make profit per key for the per hotel key, not how much you spend. So if you like overspend, then the end of the day, it will be difficult for you to trade at the price you want.
So what's the going up market rate at Phuket at the moment? Is it 2 million baht per key or how much? I'm just throwing out numbers here.
2 million, you will be very lucky to get 2 million baht.
So
Yeah.
what's the current market
One
rate?
hotel that my ex company sold, in 2007, there is about like 399 keys. Now they are asking for like 3 billion baht. So let's say like 3 billion divided by 399. So it's like 7 million. I would say that in Phuket, average is like in a 4-star like hotel branded, it would be about 5 to 7 million per key now.
All right, and they have
hotel branded, yeah,
and
the branded hotel, yeah.
And the income justifies that cost per room key. The income that's coming in justifies that, or it's just like, okay, I'm buying it for capital gain only.
Some do, some don't.
Okay.
It depends who are the buyers. So
right,
international buyers, they just like go for the income, so you have to be able to justify it.
Okay.
But if for the Thai buyers, sometimes they can eat up and then just think of the capital gain in the future.
All right. Let's go back to Aloft. Huh? So after you selected Aloft and then you decided to go with them, then what's the next step?
So the next step that the owner should have, what I highly recommend is that the owner should have the owner representative who is knowledgeable
like
in
you, right?
management and in project management.
So if I'm the hotel representative,
I'm not the owner representative after I introduce the hotel brand in, because the owner representative is like they have to walk step by step with the hotel, with the hotel chain, and then doing the forecast and doing the designing process, go together with the project management company. They will, I would say they need at least 2 people. One is looking at the financial side, the other person looking at the project management side.
Okay, so you're not you're the person who brings the two sides together, and then you give it to the hotel representative to take it on from there, right?
Correct.
May I ask why don't you take it on yourself? Is there some conflict of interest, or it's just like your functionality is till that much only?
Yeah, my functionality is till that much only. And for the owner representative, I introduced the other party who is more experienced in terms of project management, because they will have to deal with the architect, the interior design, and then on the financial side, dealing with the hotel chain to do the forecast and to do the comparison for the market. So they will have to live with the owner in long term. I'm an agency, so we don't work on the long-term basis.
Okay, great. So once you hand it over to the owner representative, usually, or like say on average, how long does it take from that point to the opening of the hotel?
Normally, if starting from the scratch, it takes about like 2 years.
Okay, and that 2 years, they factor the cost into the the operating later on, or how do they get the returns from that 2 years? The income doesn't come in.
No, because the 2 years they're building the hotel, right?
Correct.
So there is no income. That's why the owner will need to have the good finance backup.
So that's why the branding company would look to have
because the first 2 years, normally you use the money from the bank to build the hotel, and then after you complete the hotel, you still need cash to run the pre-opening until it opens. Then you get the first dollar in.
Okay.
So you need to have the good amount of money. Normally, on the finance term, they will do like one-on-one. So 50% from finance and 50% cash by the owner.
All right. And if you take that amount for the 2 years that they have to run without any money coming in, is there a percentage of the whole value of the project? Like you will need, say, 10% of the full value, or how do you calculate? Is there an average, or is there a ballpark figure?
Sorry, I don't really understand the question.
So, for example, right, let's take a loft case. Say it's a billion baht project, right? So the
Yes.
first 2 years, there's no money coming in. So how much do I need to know that I need to have upfront to know that it will take me to the opening of the hotel if it's at billion baht, the whole project?
You need to have a 50% of the amount of the value
To make it to the opening.
to make it to the opening. Yes.
Okay, great.
For your side, and the other 50% or 70% will come from the bank.
Oh, so you mean that anyways, if it's a billion baht project, you have to have a billion baht upfront
Should
anyways.
not you have to, but you should to be comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you take a loan very high, it will be quite risky if your cash flow run not smoothly, or if you face any if there is something happen along the way.
Unexpected situations.
Yes, unexpected situation.
All right. Now, if I don't do it at 50% and I'm trying to bootstrap, I'm like, okay, let's do it at 10 or 20%. Would the renting and management company, the hotel management company, still take me on, or no? Or they after they see the due diligence, they would not?
That's their main concern as well. Like the company that I was working with, they took only, like, they had only 20%, but because they have the hotel background, they had a few hotel in the past, so the experience will help. So if you already have experience in hotel, or having some hotels on hand, then they know that you are experienced hotel investor. So they take it. Otherwise, it will be quite risky for that brand.
So if I already run some hotels, the first initial amount that I put in could be lower, because then the branding company.
It's not a fixed amount. You can still negotiate, and then they will just have to do more due diligence. You might have some good reference for them.
Okay, now going on to select the hotel representative, right? Is it the selection that comes from the hotel owner, or the hotel owner ask around or ask from you, or how do you select the hotel representative?
Yeah, for the hotel representative, it will come from us. I come from hotel owners, and we use the recruiting firm, and we also use the referral from people who are in the industry and who are well known, or who has a strong financial background. So the person we got for the Aloft is that I introduced that person to, and then compare it with the others, a few more people that the headhunt got a resume for too. And then I and the owner just help to finalize who will be the best person. So we had to interview a few 2 or 3 times before we made decision, to make sure that we got the right person.
What you do seems to be making a lot of influential or decisive decisions to the company, right? How do you create that trust for the developer to trust you that what you're doing is fine? Like they can trust you with it.
Yeah, first is the reputation of my old company, CBRE, and it's my reputation in the market as well. And we have known the hotel owner had known me for a few years, so we had been working together in some other deals. So he quite trusts me, and I think that I'm the sincere person. And our motto is to do the best for our clients.
Okay, great.
So that's where we created the trust.
And I also like you sort of provide so much value for the developer, and also you make sure that they get a good brand and a good management company that and also has provided a value for the properties, right? So
Yes.
may I ask, like, what is your income stream, or what from where your income is coming in, so that when you tell me this, the people listening can see and compare and get for themselves, like if they are going to open a hotel, these are the factors that they need to take into consideration, and it's not a big deal, so that phobia or that fear goes away, or that concern goes away.
For me, I charge as a consulting fee, so it's a set fee.
A base fee first, yeah.
Yeah, for hotel management, we don't charge for the percentage fee. We charge for the fixed fee as
Okay.
a consultant, from the beginning to the end.
All right, so there's no percentage at all. It's no commission based. It's basic fixed
No,
fees for
no, yeah,
the professional consulting, right?
only the consultant side.
How do you assure the developer that you will deliver, because it's basic consulting? Like, you don't there's no incentive to like make it quicker, or the performance has to come about. The result has to come about because it's it's baseline fees, right?
Yes, it's baseline fee. Yes. So they paid me in two tiers. Like, so they made a 50% deposit first, and then on the accomplishment they paid me another 50%. So if
Okay.
I don't deliver, so they can just say forfeit. They can just not pay me toward the end. But
May,
because of the company's reputation, and we also had the CBI hotels, so
mm,
they can be sure that I will deliver the best for them.
all right. So there's
They have confidence on
your
that.
company brand at stake, and there's the reputation of like your company in the market also at stake.
Yes, and
Okay.
my reputation in the market as well.
All
So
right. Okay. And may I ask, like, how maybe you can give me a figure in the ballpark. What's the fee like per hotel per month?
actually, that's very confidential.
Is it like I'm gonna hit some numbers. Is it is it above 2 million per month?
About that actually.
Okay, got it.
Not per month. We did a set fee for is per hotel brand.
Per hotel
Per
brand.
hotel.
And how much? How long does it take from when they sign a contract with you to like you handing it to the owner representative?
The period is like 6 months per
Around
hotel.
6 months? Yeah.
Yes.
That's not bad, huh? It's
Yeah,
not.
sometimes faster, sometimes slower. It depends on the brand and how tough is the contract.
I think what you, and because you're not doing it per month, you're doing it per hotel. So
Yeah.
if I say that I'm doing it 2 million and I have a timeline delivery of 6 months, it would actually incentivize me to complete it beforehand, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, got that.
So and for the agent or for the consultant as well. But sometimes we try to push it, and sometimes it doesn't work. So it also has its own timing as well.
All right. Now, is there anything I missed out or anything you want to add on to what we've just discussed?
Yeah, what I prepare is to just from my work experience, I found that hotel management company is not a magician. So the success doesn't depend on the brand, but it depends on the owner as well.
Tell,
So
tell me a
it
little bit about that. What does that mean?
so you cannot. It means that you cannot just leave your hotel So if you have the land in the worst area,
Ah, okay. So
and
location,
then
location,
although you
location.
use the best brand, it doesn't mean that they can deliver.
So the location, location, location philosophy still
Yes,
counts.
and then the quality of the hotel that you deliver to the brand as well. So it's not one-sided management, but it's both party that you have to join hand and work together to get a win-win
Tell me,
situation.
when the hotel is in like when the hotel is in the design stage, does the branding company also input in how it has to be designed to
Yes,
help?
they will give you the criteria of the hotel size and then the level of the quality of the furniture. So that actually the hotel will come in every step. So and then during the development phase, you also have to pay them the fee on
Okay,
development phase. Yeah, I forgot to tell you about that. Yeah.
all right. And if I cut corners in my furnishing, what's the impact of that?
Uh, Suppose that you said that you are a four-star hotel and then you cut corner, and when the guests come they know that this is not the four-star hotel, so the impact is that the reputation of your hotel, they will may just come only once, or the price of the hotel will maybe the lower than others. So
Okay.
it's just that you cut corner, people know, so either they come or so they may not choose to come here. If they have to pay the four-star hotel, they want the four-star hotel quality.
All right.
I'm
You've
speaking in terms of consultant.
Okay, so you've gone through so much experience, right? Is there something you want to share about the experience that you want to share to the audience?
Yeah, the other thing, as I already mentioned, that don't overspend on the or in the construction cost or the material. So if you build three-star hotel, but this is your first hotel, you want to do the best, and then you may spend for the five-star level, it will not produce the income that you expected. So you have to look at on the commercial side perspective. Don't attach to the property.
I didn't get that part. Tell me again.
I said that to own a hotel, you better be commercial mindset. You should have a commercial mindset, not the attachment. Suppose
Ah,
a lot of people oh, this is my first hotel, and although I'm doing the three-star hotel brand level, but I would like to put five-star material. But and then the end of the day, you will not get the profit. And when you trade a hotel, it doesn't help.
okay, got it.
So
So
you
don't
put
fall in love with
a
your
soft
hotel.
skill and a hard skill together to do the hotel.
Yeah, don't fall in love with your hotel. It's still a business, right?
You can fall in love with the hotel, but you have to be conscious and use the brain and the heart together. Don't use only the heart to do the business.
All right, the audience, if you got value, you want to celebrate her accomplishments, want to say hi to her, or want some advice from Kunpuk, the email is right here below here, and I'll also put it in the post. Okay, and Kunpuk, I want to ask one more question.
Yes.
Who's your role model in real estate?
My role models, I have two people. One is my ex-boss, Kunwadi, who was my boss since I started in the real estate industry, and she's a senior executive of the CBRE now. And the other one is Gary Keller, who write the book, the Millionaire Real Estate Agent, who owns the brand Keller Williams. And why he's my role model? Because I wrote his book, and it made me feel that if I just follow the system, and anyone can be successful in the real estate business if you put the heart into it and if you follow the system. And he teach me by the book that how to run my current business at the moment.
Okay, great. I actually haven't asked you, but I'll ask you now. What brings you to real estate? Like, why the passion about real estate?
In the beginning, it wasn't my passion, to be honest. In the beginning, it was just like by coincidence. And the other thing is that the money brought me into the real estate business because I came since I was like 24. So at that time, I thought that is the business that make a lot of money. But at the end of the day, it's not only the business that makes a lot of money, but it created, it let me know that how much ability I have, how much I can do for the business, and I have the opportunity to change the. I hate to say that I have the opportunity to change the world, but I can choose who to work with, and I can choose. In general, if we are in the real estate business, we have the ability to shift the country, because you see that everywhere is that real estate, right? And if you select to work with a good developer and support a good developer, like I'm in a position that I can choose who to work with.
Wow, let's go into that for a moment.
Yeah.
So you actually know that your capabilities allows for, or your self-expression in this field allows for a contribution, or that actually makes a difference in how real estate is developed in Thailand? That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, I think that everyone who is in the real estate industry have the ability to move the industry and to move the country.
Yeah, and who do we need to be to have it be shifting it for the better, or that makes a difference?
You can be anyone. You can be from the smallest level to the biggest level. You just have to have the mindset and aware that every effort or everything that you do, it affects the whole industry. So, like, if you are just if you are the starting real estate agent, and then, but if you corrupt and you're not honest person, then the whole industry is in a bad reputation because of you.
Wow.
Right? But if you do the good thing and you convince people in the right thing, or you give the consultant in the correct way that what they should aware, what they should do before they buy the properties, or what's the right process, then you also create the awareness, and then you make it professional. Then the industry is changed because of you too. Don't think that you need to be big to make impact for the industry. Every single one in the industry makes impact.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to talk with you here.
Is there anything you want to share about the experience of the interview for you today?
It has been great, and then I realized that my knowledge could be valuable for the audience too. And if I don't share, it will keep only with me, right? So thank you for the opportunity. I enjoy it very much.
All right, fellow insiders, that's it for us today. Thank you very much, Kunpuk, for being here, for the contribution, for making the difference, and for telling us the insider scopes of what to look for when you're selecting a branding and hotel management company. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you to you too, to create this platform for everyone to learn.
All right, take care.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.